Hey everybody, today we're going to look at pentatonic scales. The word pentatonic literally means 5 tones, and so any scale with 5 tones may be called a pentatonic scale. There are some that are very common that we need to note, which we'll do in this video, and the first is the major pentatonic scale. The major pentatonic scale is simply a subset of the diatonic major scale with scale degrees 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So if we started on, for example, F, we would write F, G, A, C, and D as 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So this would be the major pentatonic scale. Essentially, the notes we're leaving off are Fa and T, which means that we don't have any half steps in here, which gives it a characteristic sound we typically associate with Eastern music. The minor pentatonic scale is simply a mode of the major. In the same way that the minor scale is relative to the major scale because they share the same pitch collection, but the minor scale starts on the 6th scale degree of the major, the same is true of the pentatonic collection. If this is the parent scale, then starting on scale degree 6 would give us the minor pentatonic scale. So we could use D and then F, G, A, C, and this was scale degree 6, 1, 2, 3, 5 from the major pentatonic scale, and now it becomes the D minor pentatonic scale. Now, if you considered this as a mode of F, you can think of it scale degree 6. If you wanted to think of this as a D scale instead of an F scale, then you would think of it in this way. D would be scale degree 1, F would be the lowered third from the D major, and then we'd have 4, 5, all from the D major scale, and then we'd have a lowered 7th. So 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7 if you're thinking in D. Or you can think of it modally as 6, 1, 2, 3, 5 from the major. Okay, the third very common pentatonic scale is called the Hirohoshi pentatonic scale, and if we were to start it on F, these notes would come from the natural minor collection, but we will use the same scale degrees as we did in major, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, but we will use the notes from the minor scale. So F, G, A flat, C, D flat. So we have 1, 2, 3, from the minor, the natural or the pure minor scale. Now, if we want to look at all these three together and compare them all from the same root, we could do this. Let's say we start on C, and we want to produce the major pentatonic scale. We go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 from the major scale. And if we wanted to do minor pentatonic starting on C. We could think of it as 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7 from the C, or we could think of it as C is relative to E flat, and we could think of it as 6 and then 1, 2, 3, 5 in the E flat major scale. So either way, we come up with C, E flat, F, G, B flat. So we could think of it as 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, or modally 6, 1, 2, 3, 5 in E flat. And then the Hirohoshi scale, we think of this one as 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, but in the C natural minor scale. Now, as I mentioned, there are many other pentatonic scales. Any scale with 5 notes in it is a pentatonic scale, but these are the most common: the major, minor, and the Hirohoshi. Don't confuse the minor with the Hirohoshi. Hirohoshi is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 in minor, as composed to the major 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 in major. The minor pentatonic is a mode of the major 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 if you want to think of it from the root up. We could further classify these pentatonic collections into 2 groups: those that have a half step, which we would call hemitonic pentatonic. Hemi meaning half tone, 5 tones. So we have a 5-tone scale with a half step in it, which is a hemitonic pentatonic collection. And if we don't have a half step, we would call it anhemi. And would be the negative term for no half steps. Anhemitonic pentatonic would be a collection with no half steps, such as the major and the minor pentatonic, whereas the Hirohoshi would be a hemitonic pentatonic because it contains a half step.